So today I'm going to demonstrate how I disconnect my 5FU chemo pump, and I am not a medical professional, so please don't take anything I'm saying as medical advice. I am merely doing a demonstration so people can see how easy it is to disconnect on your own at home. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is get all your material together on a sterile surface. Wash your hands, put on gloves, and have everything in the order in which you need it. So here we have a medical mask, surgical mask for when you have the clamps off the port. Here we have 2 alcohol wipes. If you don't have wipes, you can just use rubbing alcohol. Here we have the 2 syringes. This is saline and this is heparin. You can remember it either by shipping and handling or, as I remember it, shit happens. Then we have gauze pads for when we do the disconnect, just to press on the port site. And we have Band-Aids if you need one. Sometimes I don't even use one. And this is my chock full of nuts disposal can for all the medical waste that we will be generating today. And this is a picture of my husband. Okay, so first I will show you my 5FU pump. Not everyone has the same pump. This is, I'll take it out of my fashionable fanny pack, my dosiffuser, and it runs on my body temperature. I have a sensor here, and as you'll see, it starts up here, and over the course of 2 days, it goes down to 0, and that's when you know it's time to disconnect. And now, this is the end of treatment number 5. Yay! And now we have 12 total, but now it's at 0, so now we will do the disconnect. Okay, so before I start, I like to have everything ready and open so I don't have to take the time to do that. So I have my 2 alcohol wipes, I have the saline and heparin out of the plastic, I have the gauze pad, the Band-Aid, and I have my surgical mask on, well, on my chin for now. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is clamp the tubing. Okay, so you see there are 2 tubes. One goes from the chemo bottle into the port, and the other one is just, it goes to nothing. It's going to go to the saline and heparin. So what we're going to do here, since there's no more dose to go in, we are going to open the clamp. Okay, open the clamp and put the tubing in the middle and clamp down on it so nothing can get through that tube. Okay, and we make sure that the other tube is open, right? It's not clamped, so when we flush out the port, everything will go directly in. Okay, and now for the flushing of the port. So first we're going to unscrew the orange cap, okay, and then we're going to take an alcohol wipe and just wipe the opening here. Just make sure it's not contaminated. Okay, then we will take the saline. We unscrew the top of the saline and it fits directly into this opening, if I can get it. It's a little bit hard to get on. You really have to push. The first time I did this, I was a little bit too gentle and it took me a long time. So it pushes in and screws, and then you inject it. I do a 1, 2, 3. So we do a third, 1, and then wait a few seconds, then 2, wait a few seconds, and you might smell and even taste the saline, but that's totally normal. And 3, and the port is flushed with saline. Then you disconnect, you just twist it right off, put that down, take your second alcohol wipe, okay, you wipe the opening again, then you take your heparin, twist off the top, just like you did with the saline, and you connect it same way. Push as hard as you need to and twist, and again we do the 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you untwist and your port is flushed. Now that your port is flushed, it's time to take it out. Take the needle out. So what I like to do I hold my finger on the port as I'm taking this off. Then I kind of transfer it. You know, you just don't want it to come out. Okay, so that is garbage now. Okay, so most of the port needles, I've never heard of one that's not retractable, but this is what you do. You press down on the side, okay, on either side with your fingers. You hold the port, and you pull up on the middle, and then there you go. The needle's out, it retracted on its own. Okay, so once the needle's out, you can press a piece of gauze if you need to. I've never really had any blood come out of the port when I disconnect, so, but you can press gauze, and then I put a Band-Aid. Again, if you don't need a Band-Aid, you don't have to put one. I like to do that just, you know, in case. And that's it. Okay, so once your pump has been disconnected, you put it in any kind of metal container. You can get one from a pharmacy, you can buy one, or I just use my chock full of nuts can, and when I go for my next appointment, I bring it with me, and they dispose of it for me. So I hope this was helpful. You know, it's an easy procedure. It might be a little bit hard the first time, but it gets easier and easier as you keep doing it, and it might save you a copay, right, and a trip back to the cancer center or the hospital to get it disconnected. So I hope this was helpful, and have a nice day.